Hello, I'm here to show you how to log in to your lwvhaysco.org email address for the first time and start using it. So will need to have that email address and a temporary password assigned to you from me or from Laurie O'Donnell or another league administrator for our accounts. Then you'll want to go to a web browser. You can choose Safari if you have a Mac, or Firefox or Google Chrome. I'm going to use Firefox. It can be another one if that's what you have. Then you'll want to go to google.com. I happen to have it bookmarked, but otherwise you can type in google.com in the browser bar and it will come up. You'll have a window similar to this, and you'll go over to this icon, which is for Google Apps. And you'll also have perhaps a Google account. It might just say sign in there. It might have nothing. In our case, we're going to add an account, but perhaps you're signing in for the very first time and you're not adding a brand new account to other accounts. But in this case, we're going to add mine, SRAYBUCK at lwvhaysco.org. So our first initial and last name is the pattern. And then we'll enter the password. And now you're logged in. So up here, you'll have access to your new Gmail account associated with that email address. There's a couple of generic ones that come on in as soon as you get started with that. You've probably used Gmail to some extent. You may know about composing one, your inbox, your sent email address, and your drafts. There are some others to look at. I do want to show you this tool for settings, this icon. If you click that, that will give you the option of setting a signature for this. You can either do it right there, or there's another way to get into this settings portion. Go to the general area. These are some other places you can check out sometime. General is all you need for now. Scroll way down, almost to the bottom. Here's where you might be able to change your profile picture. It may take an administrator to do so, however. You can also choose to make sure to add anyone you send a message to your other contacts. And you could manually add them. Okay, there are no signatures here. Let's create one. I'm going to put my first and last name as this one, and we'll create it. Then over here, I'll type it in. I could do fancy text. I could do a signature, a quote line underneath if I wanted. I could put my title there. I'm going to just keep it simple and say Susan Raybuck, and then I'll scroll down and save those changes. Now, one thing I did not do while I was in there was choose to make that a default and signature, and that would mean it would go on every email that I sent out. At least the new ones, maybe when I responded, I would choose not to have my name on every single response. Now, if you'll go back up into the Google Apps, then come on down and find the Drive, which is this triangular icon, and click on that. The Drive is where league members are going to do quite a bit of work. You'll have your own drive, and you'll have access to shared drives. And you can create new folders. You can upload a file. You can upload a folder. You can create new docs of various kinds in here and save them within your drive. You can also share those to a shared drive or if you're already in one when you create those, it will automatically go to the one you're in. If you go down to shared drives and click on it, you'll have access to any drive that has been shared with you. You will all have access to the Board Access and Records drive. And once you click on that, you'll have at least some of these folders that will be shared with you. Most importantly, pre-boards, which is the folder where you will be able to add any reports you have for upcoming particular board meetings, and where every member of the board can read the documents that have been submitted and the agenda and so forth for the upcoming meeting. And that will take someone with administrative access to add you to that folder if you haven't been already, and you won't see it unless you've been added. So the people to do that are myself or Laurie O'Donnell. We are managers of those folders. I also do communications and social media, so I have access to this drive as well, and you probably won't unless you happen to be a volunteer in that area. And that is the main parts of how to get logged in and access it through the browser. Now, you're likely to want to add this new address to an email client so you have access to it easily from your phone or from your computer devices. In my case, being a Mac user, I want to make sure that I can have an email account that has it. So I'm going to go into, I have activated Mail. Now I'm going up into the main menu, pulling down to Add Account. And I have to remember it is a Google account, even though it doesn't say Gmail. And I'll click Continue, and then I need to log in with my new stuff. Now I've saved that, so it's quick and easy for me to add my username and stuff. I have a good password manager client. So now that has been added in to my email, and I choose which of these functions I will be able to use with this account. The only one I don't personally use is the notes, and then I'm done. So then that new email address should show up, and there it is right now. And it has nothing yet in it, although now the Gmail ones that you saw earlier are in there. So let me get out of my mail account and just let you know that you can add it into Outlook or to Gmail, the app on your phone or maybe your tablet. There are several places you can put it. If you have any problems, feel free to contact me at admin@lwvhazecode.org or my new email address, sraybuck@lwvhazecode.org. Thank you. Take care and have fun with this.